All right. Now we're going to put an eyelid there, so I'll take a little line here. Now most of these lines I'm doing are not on the sketch, so we're going to have to put them in there extra. We'll make it real dark right in the corner there. All right, now I normally wait till the last thing to do this, but let me just do a little bit of it here for you. Now sometimes it lets the thing completely dry. Before I put in the highlight, but I went ahead and done it there just to show you. Now, the face. Let's do a little bit on the face. That might be interesting to you. Okay, now what I'm going to do is start out. Now, there's different ways to do this. A lot of the portrait painters, and I've done it myself, start with the darks. In other words, they put the shadows in first. Or you put the lights in first. And I've done it both ways. Normally it doesn't matter to me. I do it either way. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put some shadows in. So let's start out with, now this, I didn't mix this flesh color. It came that way. Now, that might be a little, I'm going to get rid of this brush. I've got a little too, I'm going to get a little smaller one, like this one. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of the burnt sienna and put right there. And I'm going to use that color for some of my shadows. Let's just see how that works out. Now, the way the sun's coming, if you notice on this face and Jesus' face, is this way. So the main shadows would be on this side of the eye. Actually, on this whole side of the face. Be a little shadow here. Let's get a little more color. Okay, I'm just making shadows here. And as you can see, we're beginning to get a shape of a face. I'm not sure what color this little fella's hair will be. We'll figure that out. Now I might need to come back in and put a little more shadow in that eye there. Looks like I might. Let's see if we can pull that line under his nose. What I'm doing, actually, if you notice, I'm just sort of what you call dry brush. Just scrubbing the canvas with the color that I've got on there. We ought to put his ear on there. Let's see what color it should be. Most people's ears are a little redder than their face. I started out years ago. Well, I've drawn and painted all my life. I don't ever remember not doing it. But the first job I had was with a telephone advertising company. We drew the yellow pages. But at night, I done portraits. Shame to say it, but I made more doing my portraits at night than I did at the job. But it was wonderful training for me, and I never regret it. Because when I went there, I could draw and paint, but I couldn't letter. So I learned to letter. Because when you drew the edge, you had to draw the whole thing, all the lettering on it. Now I'm just trying to put in a little bit of the lip there. And most of the time, the lip on men or boys are just a slight bit darker than the face. They're not red. But if you're doing a little girl, sometimes you want to put a little extra red on it. All right, now we're getting there. And if you notice, I haven't changed colors. I've been using the same shadow color, and we almost, actually some of the people far out, this probably would be enough work on their face, I guess. But we're going to do a little more than that. I'm just pulling the color up from the eye. And we'll go back and put that line in again, probably. Want that a little darker right there. Pull that color up there. Now we're beginning to get some color in it. I'm going to come over into the hair a little bit. To help it blend in. I'm trying to take all the canvas color out of there. And we're about to get that. All right, we're getting there. If you notice, this one, the person's smiling, so we've got to paint teeth in there. And we'll show you how to do that, or how we do it. I'm just blending out now, and in a second I'm going to go get a little highlight. And I want a little red in that cheek. Let's see if that's too much. I think that's about right. We'll blend that out somewhat. And we'll put some highlights in there. Let's put a few in there before we leave today. You want to? I got to do a little highlight in that eye also. And a little shadow in that eye. Okay, let's see if we can get a little bit lighter here. That's probably a little too light. Let's try just a small amount of that. You want to? It's pretty close to what we want. Most of the time, on a portrait, especially a little child, you don't want any wrinkles. So I'm trying to blend it out real smooth. All right. Do just a little bit more here. Okay, we're going to have to go here in a second, but real quickly, I'm going to lay that brush down, not even wash it. Real quickly, see if I can get that line back in there. Okay. Just about got it in there. You know what? We're going to have to leave you today. I hate to go. I really do. I'm enjoying this so much. Hope you enjoyed it today. And if you did, come back and be with us next week. And we'll see you then. Goodbye and God bless. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show today. So glad you could join us. Come over to the canvas and we'll show you what we've been working on. Working on a little child's portrait here, and we're getting different colors, and right now I'm getting ready to put a few highlights in. I'm going to lighten under his eyes a little bit. You can put all kinds of detail in this little fella if you want to. We're going to do quite a bit, but we're not going to put as much detail in these as we are Jesus when we start painting him. I'm going to go a little lighter. That's a whole lot lighter. Too much. Might have to thin that a little because I'm not pulling a real good line. I'm lightening him a little bit here in order to make him stand out a little bit better. I believe I hear the geese. I think they're gathering up to head to Florida. Now I'm going to take a blender and probably blend a little bit of that. Okay, let's blend that and see what happens. Rinse it out a little bit. I'm going to grab a clean brush, hopefully. I'm going to blend it just a little bit. Okay, we've about got him the way we want him. But we're going to do a little more, put some eyebrows on, but now, I told you the teeth. Teeth are not always white either. Most of the time, that's way too yellow, but we're gonna tone that down a little bit. The way it looks, I'm gonna have enough here to paint teeth from now on. That might be the color we need. Let's try a little of it. It might be a little too yellow, I'm not sure. That just about got it. I'm highlighting the eye now a little bit. Usually right under the eye, and this is a very tricky part. There's a little moist line. Now I'm pulling down a little of the dark from the corner of the eye there, and I'm grabbing a little of this color, putting a little highlight. We'll go back to this other color, which I like a little better. Now on adult faces, a lot of times this may sound strange, but I'll use a little blue. Now the things I'm doing now, I'm not explaining to you, but actually what I'm doing is putting in a little bit of highlight around the mouth. Okay, I think we've got this little fella the way we want him. Let's put some eyebrows on him. I'll do it a little lighter to start with, I think. I'm going to touch right here. Now we put eyebrows on him. I need a little line right there if I can get it with this little brush. Some of this stuff makes you cross-eyed, it's so small. Now I need a darker line down here. Sort of like that. Now I don't know what color to make his hair. What color do y'all think? I thought I'd just go on with it a little bit and maybe do a little bit of his hair and give you an idea of how we do that. Let's go ahead with the hair. I'm using that same little color that I mixed up to outline the eyes. All right. I'm outlining Jesus' hand. Now, I'm not going to worry too much here because I haven't painted her garment yet. So whatever I do here, I'll probably have to do over. So let's go ahead with what we were doing now. Now I'm going to mix a little bit more of that color because I'm about out. I put a little of the flesh color in it, and I'll put a little yellow in it. It's probably still a little darker. Touch more yellow. Let's see how close that is. If that's close enough, we'll go on. Just a touch darker. I'm going to lighten it just a little. That should be perfect. I tell you, this is so much fun. I appreciate y'all joining us. I tell you, it's an honor to have you with us. And we couldn't do this without Mr. Jim Edwards. We appreciate him so much. It's an honor to work with him. We've worked with him for 11 years, I guess, now. And it's always a joy. Jim's such a good person, and not just a good person, he's very experienced. He knows what he's doing, and it's an honor to work with him. I'm going to thin that just a little bit. Now, as you can see, I've sort of made the hair I guess you'd call it a little bit curly. And it's sort of short. I might highlight it over here at this edge. I thought it might be interesting to see sort of how we do a little face, how we do hair. And there's a lot of different ways to do it, and there's a lot of wonderful portrait painters. By the way, I may not have mentioned it, but I probably mentioned it a number of times. This is taking every bit of this was not copied from anything except my mind. And as I showed you the little sketch to started with, then we ended up doing things a little bit different. And I think that's good sometimes.